guys, and welcome back to Mark Sussex Allotment. It's Sunday the 19th of April 2015. Let's have a look around. Okay, so we're inside the greenhouse to start with because it's very, very cold. There's a northerly wind or easterly wind this morning. It's not particularly pleasant. So there's some radishes there that I planted about a week ago that are all up, doing really well. There's some gazanias for the garden, some lovely flowers, and a masses of tomatoes. So we've got these hundreds of thousands. Over here we've got Alicante, we've got San Marzano, Sun Gold, all need a water, Sun Bell, Australian Heirloom, and Italy, Italy, I think they're a yellow plum. Potatoes all doing well. I think I might have to move these shortly because they're getting a little bit leggy. I think they don't get a massive amount of sunshine because of the way they're facing in here. Loads of brassicas. We've got these are cabbages, mini cole. We've got some sweet corn at the back there in 4 different pots. Not on a massive success rate on the germination there. Asparagus pea, which I don't know what to do with, but I've got to do something with them quickly. Crystal apple cucumbers. Some Tabasco chilies, which are taking a very long time to get going. Some lettuce. Some swede, Marion. Sprout Boswell in that one. Some more tomatoes, Tiny Tom. We've got some dahlias and bits and bobs in there just for the garden at home. Some shallots that weren't doing very well in the ground, but I put them in here like a few others on YouTube have to get my head start, get a decent root system on them, then I pop them in the ground. Butternut squash, only 3 out of 6 there unfortunately. 2 broccolis, I'll show you down the bottom. I'll put some out and this is what's left over. Some Crown Prince squash that I only sowed a couple of days ago. Down here we've got runner beans, there's just one starting to come through there, there's a Lady Di. Leek Musselburgh, Sabrun shallots, done exactly the way that Dan said from the Allotment Diary. Courgette green bush haven't come through yet and I planted them quite a while ago, so that's worrying. Sugar baby watermelon, nothing yet. And we've got down here, we've got cabbage attraction. There's quite a few of those. Some baby leeks called Atoll, which are starting to pop through. Some more Market More cucumbers, just in case my others don't kick on, which they don't look like going to. And some Bright Lights chard. And down here we've got all sorts, kale, scarlet, all brassicas mainly, some celery as well, broccoli, turnips, kohlrabi, and some celeriac. And they take a long time to germinate anyway. So I'll just pop outside. So we've got the potatoes here, the Desiree and the Kestrel all starting to stick their heads through now, which is fantastic. There's not a lot going out and going on these beds. So I've got a bit of a cold, I'm snuffling all the time. Put some Belotti beans out yesterday in a wigwam, and I protected them with these old computer. They sit your keyboard and stuff on them, and they work as really, really good cloches. So it's protected that in a sort of hexagon, and yeah, the wind can't get to them, but the rain still can, and yeah, that just hopefully to protect them from the worst elements. Nothing else up here yet, but I'll be doing some of this today and next weekend. There's some strawberries inside here, which I've put a big plastic sheet over the top because they started to flower, and I thought I'd give them a bit of a greenhouse effect and see if they kick on a little bit. My show parsnips are all up. I think there's about 12 in there, and then I'll thin them out to about 5 or 6 or something. And so we've got some good ones for the show, hopefully. This is about 2 foot deep. Won't get as long as the ones that Dan does and a few others, but it's my first time, and hopefully if I can get anything that's about sort of 1.5 to 2 foot straight, I'll enter it into the show, and it'll be a bit of fun anyway. Okay, the swift potatoes, I'm going to do the harvest next weekend. The reveal next weekend, not this weekend. So we'll see what goes there, because I've had a bit of a fertile around and I couldn't feel much, but I know they are at the bottom, but I didn't want to disturb the roots too much. But we'll do it next weekend because I haven't got a huge amount of time, and I wanted to do an update today. All the peas are doing well. This is taking up too much space for my liking now, unfortunately, because the season's really got going. But the flowers on them, you can see those, if this comes out very well on the camera, there's some lovely sort of purple flowers there for the Mons 2 and things, so that's fantastic. The Charlotte potatoes, all doing well and just starting to flower, in fact, I don't know if you can see that in between near my thumb. I've put some tomatoes out. We've got Alicante, Sun Gold, and San Marzano. Okay, The beetroot have done amazingly. I don't know if you remember from a couple of weeks ago, but the beetroot are very small seedlings, and now they're just huge. And they're starting to bulb up already. You can see that, incredible, absolutely amazing plants. I really recommend doing beetroot in the polytunnel if you've got a bit of spare space. This is only a foot square, a metre square, sorry, so that's, yeah, it's fantastic. And some more tomatoes, more cucumbers. I've put a few under here, and I've put these in their final positions now, and they've taken really well in about 3 days. They've moved on, and they're loving those conditions. And the okra is doing quite well as well, but that does need to be a high temperature pretty much all the year round. So I don't know how well they'll do. And just quickly outside, I'm going to run out of time on the phone in a second. But there's the brassicas, there's the broccoli I planted out yesterday inside the debris netting, so they're doing well. And that's about it really. The garlic, they're doing okay. I put some other cucumbers outside that weren't doing very well because it was 30-40 degrees inside the greenhouse, and then back down to -1 or something at night, and they don't know if they're coming or going. So I've chucked them out here. If they live on and kick on, that's good. If they don't, doesn't matter. I've got some more anyway. And the asparagus, which I've had a little cutting from, but they're doing really well, and this has really paid off. 3 years wait, but you get your reward in the end. So yeah, thanks guys. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.